It originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Run.
ETN once more. It's a room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jags go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Powell. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this one complete to Zane Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground with Etienne. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Last play they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Malik Harrison in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run with Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Etienne, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and a nearly 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, but you take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. On 2nd and 9, Powell towards the end zone for Brown. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
Powell, he'll look to throw it. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Powell looking to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Howe will throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like it touched on, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Draw play, Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Patterson's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
Yeah, maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Second down, Howell now. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now Howell. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the play.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game. and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that is incomplete. Oh, them to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They run for it with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 94 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and get.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Donald Parham. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
ETN up the middle, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. That pass complete to Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Straight ahead, ETN. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out, and they're able to add on to their advantage. Patterson now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down, Howell to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. Touchdown! Nick Boyle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Brown. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Harris running straight ahead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, and this is caught right along the sideline. Keeping the toes in bounds there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs.
As it brings up a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tucker's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap and again the ETN. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Run. Hey, 133.
Mayfield down. And this is going to be intercepted. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Powell to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
A touchdown there to give him some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Tucker's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, we're 33.
Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's Baker. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it. So for Baltimore, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.